Yo, what's good? It's Able's Monkey back. Daily uploads continue. Yeah, we're gonna be doing a Dragon Ball What If. I've wanted to do this for a while, and who knows, maybe this will become, maybe I'll do a bunch more in the future. But this is just the first one I wanted to do. So yeah, if you're new here, I hope you enjoyed this video. And it's going to be a Dragon Ball What If. This Dragon Ball What If will be what if Goten was born in future Trunks' timeline. So in the future. So in the future Trunks timeline, Goten was never born because Goku died of the heart virus. In my version, we're going to be changing one thing. Goten is born right before Goku dies. Now, a lot of things will change. So, let's get into it. So, we see Gohan training with Trunks, but also Goten. One thing we will establish is that Trunks is still older than Goten. We'll say that Trunks is roughly, not a year older, we'll say he's around 4 to 5 months older than Goten. So, not a massive gap, but they're basically the same age. Goten would be training with Gohan and Trunks, and it would essentially be the same thing as the future Trunks timeline. I would also like to mention that this what if will not be so there are two types of what ifs. There are the fan service types, and there are the ones where it's what Akira Toriyama would have done if he had done it. We're gonna kind of mix that, but I will say this will probably be more leaning towards the fan service version. So I'm just letting you all know that now. So, Goku dies of the heart virus. Goten is born. First thing, Goten is living with Chi-Chi. Gohan is going a lot more to Chi-Chi. One thing I noticed about the Future Trunks episode sort of special is that Chi-Chi said, "Why couldn't I just have one more son?" I believe she said a line that was similar to that. She said, "I wish I could have another son," and she was really sad that Goku had died and that Gohan was never visiting her because all he was doing was fighting the androids and training Trunks. Now, Gohan will be visiting Chi-Chi a lot more because Goten would be living with Chi-Chi, obviously. Now, Goten does have Goku's style of hair. As of right now, he's 14 years old. Maybe when he grows up, he will go more towards a different style of hair, but as of now, Goten has got Goku's style of hair, mainly just to remember Goku and all of that stuff. So Gohan does have the Super Saiyan transformation, and while training, he's training Trunks and Goten to unlock the Super Saiyan transformation. Gohan decides to go fight the androids. When Gohan and Goten and Trunks go fight the androids, it's clear they are outmatched. Gohan loses his arm in the process, and this is a big thing. Gohan's lost his arm. Boom, that's done. Okay? 17 is very powerful. In fact, Android 17 is stronger than Android 18, and Goten and Trunks combined still can't even take on Android 18. Gohan does have a decent, maybe if Gohan went full power and fought against Android 18, maybe, just maybe, if he really tried and went for a full power Kamehameha, he might be able to beat her, but Android 18 and Android 17 worked together as a team a lot, so that would never be possible. Goten and Trunks would be training with Gohan one day, and the same thing would happen where Gohan knocks them out. However, Goten sees this coming, knowing the nature of his brother. So Goten dodges this. Having seen Trunks be knocked out, Goten would tell Gohan he refuses to let Gohan go alone. Gohan would be very scared for Goten to come along because he saw what happened last time, but Goten pleaded for him to go along with him. Now, as you remember, Goten unlocked Super Saiyan very easily. I believe Goten would unlock Super Saiyan even easier in this timeline. Because Goku, when Goten was born, Goku was already a Super Saiyan. And so, whereas when Trunks was born, and Gohan was born, Vegeta and Goku had not unlocked Super Saiyan. So who knows, maybe those Super Saiyan genetics made it easier for them to unlock Super Saiyan. Not really too sure about all of that, but I believe that Gohan would power up to Super Saiyan, telling, because the android can't sense energy, telling Goten, you can't do this. Gohan would punch Goten in the face to try and knock him out. Goten would get up, telling him he can protect the Earth too. Gohan would tell Goten that it's not yet his time and that he has to wait. Goten would be enraged. Why does he have to be so weak? Why? Goten would scream, achieving Super Saiyan. Trunks is still knocked out, by the way. In a fit of fury, Goten flies over to the androids, ready to fight them in Super Saiyan, believing that he stands a chance against them. Gohan would give chase after Goten. Gohan is weakened because he also has lost his arm. We now would see Goten in Super Saiyan flying, reminding Goten of the anger that Gohan saw in Goten, reminded him of when Goku was angry that Krillin had died. Goten would arrive and begin to fight with the androids. Gohan would come and fight with him too, but they would be super uncoordinated. There would be no coordination, and Android 17 and Android 18's teamwork was just too good. He would then knock Gohan in the face, and Gohan would fly to the ground. Blood would splatter everywhere, and Gohan would cough up blood. Goten, infuriated, would smash Android 18 into the window, firing off multiple ki blasts. 17 would come behind him, but Goten would actually dodge it. Goten was currently having a rage boost similar to the ones that Gohan had. Goten would then smash his fist into Android 17. However, he would sort of regain consciousness. More blood started spewing out of Gohan's arm, and then Goten picked him up. Goten, having picked him up, flew away. Now, this may seem out of character for Goten, but Goten couldn't let his brother die. Goten was flying away. Around this time, Trunks woke up. The androids found blood everywhere. They decided to do a massive explosion to blow up the whole city, just out of pure anger that they had let them escape. Trunks would arrive. It was raining. He would find blood everywhere, and he could find rags off of Goten and Gohan's gi. Trunks would, in his head, Trunks now thinks that Goten and Gohan were murdered in cold blood. Infuriated by this, Trunks would scream, why couldn't he have not been the one to die? Why does all of his loved ones have to be taken away from him? Screaming while the rain poured on him and all of Gohan's ripped up gi on the ground with Goten's one as well in a pool of blood. Trunks screamed, achieving Super Saiyan. He promised that he would master this form and destroy the androids once and for all. Meanwhile, Goten and Gohan had escaped. There was blood pouring out of Gohan's arm, and Goten was equally fatigued. Goten had still got the Super Saiyan transformation on, but Gohan was completely knocked out. While flying away, Goten spotted something at the corner of his eye. He saw the Lookout. Yes, we're going to be including the Lookout in this what if. So he went up, and Mr. Popo saw the state that Gohan was in. He told he told Goten to go down below. Goten went all the way down the tower to find Korin with his sensu beans. Goten was shocked at how powerful these sensu beans, how good these sensu beans were after having eaten one himself. He took the whole bag up, feeding one to Gohan. Mr. Popo told Goten that it was not safe to go back down to reunite with Trunks, and that Goten should train in the hyperbolic time chamber. However, he should be warned that this might be damaging towards his mental state. Goten didn't really care at this point, so he marched on into the hyperbolic time chamber alone, while Gohan got some rest. Mr. Popo was happy to see that they had finally come up to the Lookout. Goten went into the hyperbolic time chamber, and for about 6 hours Goten was gone. Roughly about that time. So Goten was actually in the hyperbolic time chamber for roughly, let's say, 4 to 5 months before he started going a bit crazy from training by himself and just seeing a white void all the time. Goten went out and was, breathing heavily. However, Goten had actually overtaken Gohan in power at this point. Goten was shocked. He didn't even notice how powerful he was. Having walked out, Goten's hair had grown and he had grown, so he was now a year older than Trunks. Sorry, he had now caught up to Trunks, so him and Trunks were essentially the same age they were the same age roughly. Goten's hair had grown out a bunch. Mr. Popo decided to cut Goten's hair for him while Gohan still was asleep, because obviously he took major blows. And he was, still unconscious. Having cut Goten's hair, we would see Goten with the GT haircut. He then told Goten about stories of Goku and how he climbed up Korin's tower and then put the power pole. Goten was intrigued to hear this, and he actually took the power pole for himself. Having taken the power pole, Goten decided that he would defeat the androids alone. Gohan started to wake up at around this point, and Goten decided that they would go down, still thinking that he could defeat the androids alone, because he now had actually achieved a lot stronger form of Super Saiyan, having achieved grade 2 of Super Saiyan that Vegeta unlocked, so he was around that strength. However, Goten was probably only still strong enough to maybe defeat Android 18. And Trunks Trunks was just starting to figure out how to turn Super Saiyan on and off. Trunks was so relieved and so happy to have seen that Goten and Gohan were actually alive. Bulma began to build an arm for Gohan because, I always felt like Gohan should have got an arm built for him instead of just staying armless. So, having built an arm for Gohan, it wasn't the most sturdy arm, and she told him that it would be a lot better if they had some better materials, but it would have to do for now. Gohan was shocked that the two young Saiyans had achieved Super Saiyan around roughly the same time. Both were shocked as well. Goten not knowing that Trunks had unlocked Super Saiyan, but Trunks had informed his master that he had actually achieved Super Saiyan. They decided to continue their training. However, Goten grew cocky, thinking that now that he had the power pole, he could defeat both androids. Trunks also received his sword around this time. So yeah, the next thing that happened was roughly maybe a month later, they continued their training. Goten let Gohan and Trunks know about the hyperbolic time chamber. However, they were thinking that they still wanted to rest some more because that was a massive serious battle for Gohan and Goten. Gohan and Goten had been taking a lot of senzu beans and had now basically been fully recovered, fully healed. Goten decided it was now time for him to go to go fight the androids. Goten told Gohan and Trunks to go in the hyperbolic time chamber. So Gohan and Trunks were going to go inside, mainly because Goten was ahead of both of them due to the fact that he had trained in there for 6 months by himself. Although this had damaged his mental state, he had recovered fully and it was all good. They went in and were supposed to train for a year. Goten was ready to destroy the androids. The second they closed that door, Goten immediately powered up to Super Saiyan grade 2. Mr. Popo was confused as to what Goten was doing. Goten let Mr. Popo know he was going to fight the androids and end this once and for all. Goten knew if he wanted to beat the androids, he would have to take out Android 17, the stronger of the two, first. However, around this time, in the month that they had been recovering, some creature had appeared, a green bugman. Yes, Cell had appeared. Cell had been on a rampage going through each city, absorbing multiple humans, growing and growing and growing in strength. Cell was even stronger than Android 17, so if he absorbed any of the two, he would be way stronger than anyone around currently. Goten saw the two androids in a city looting, destroying. He instantly fired off a Masenko that he had learned from Gohan. This attacked and dispersed the androids. The two androids were beginning to fight against Goten. Goten got out his power pole and he had now essentially mastered it. Extending it, it smashed into Android 18's chest, sending her flying. 17 went and kicked Goten in the jaw, and Goten went flying back. He powered up to grade 2 Super Saiyan. Android 17 commended Goten as he seemed to have gotten quite a bit stronger. And Goten had now changed his clothes, wearing very similar clothes to what Trunks had, with the orange vest and all of that. Goten flew down and smashed into Android 17, punching him down to the ground. He began to fight against Android 17. Around this time, Android 18 was recovering. However, as she was getting up, we saw the Bugman Cell appear. Cell had sensed Goten power up and had immediately come flying as he was actually nearby. Cell began to absorb Android 18. Goten actually had the upper hand on 17. He was thinking to himself, I might be able to destroy 17. Cell was taking quite a while to absorb Android 18. Goten hadn't noticed that Cell was even there because the power pole had smashed her through multiple buildings. Goten was able to smack Cell in the face. Sorry, not smell. Android 17 in the face, catching him off guard. He threw Android 17 into the sky, charging up a full power Kamehameha. Goten told Android 17 it was his end. Firing the beam, he eviscerated Android 17. The strongest android had been killed. Goten smiled. However, as he turned around, a massive green light came. Cell was here. That was part 1 of my Dragon Ball What If. If you did enjoy, make sure you leave a like and I'll upload a part 2 soon. Anyways, yeah, leave a like and subscribe if you did enjoy, and I'll see you all laters. Daily uploads continues. Laters, boys and girls. Later.